maxed out at 8 air-to-air missiles.
And this can carry 15.
Typically a combination of shorter range...
Hey guys, loud guys! Today we are going to watch why America's new F-15EX Eagle II is feared around the world. And we actually didn't knew about this plane. We only knew about the F-15s, and we knew that they are the best. But we also know that America loves to upgrade their things before, like even people think about anything else. And like, because all the other, like if you compare it with Russia is too involved in Ukraine, and I don't think so it will be too much involved in technological development. And as far as China is concerned, we know China always makes those things that do not last. So I think so this will be a very interesting video to watch. So it will be very interesting to watch. So let's start this video.
After passing its latest test with flying colors, the F-15EX is living up to the name Super Eagle. A U.S. Air Force fighter jet recently took to the skies with a mix of missiles that could make it the most heavily armed fighter ever. The new F-15EX Eagle II, also known as the Super Eagle, carried a mixture of 3 JASSM cruise missiles and 12 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles, a potent combination that is likely
missiles.
Unmatched in the world of fighter jets.
At once?
The F-15EX is living up to its promise of being a missile truck, hauling large numbers of missiles into battle in ways that stealthy fighters cannot.
So
the F-15EX Eagle II is the latest version of the F-15 Eagle fighter jet,
its glass cover.
Originally designed as an air superiority fighter. The F-15 first flew in 1972.
It's so old.
Multi-role version, the F-15E Strike Eagle, first flew in 1986. The F-15EX is the latest and greatest version, first taking to the skies in 2021. The Eagle II resembles previous versions externally, but inside it's a different story.
Why?
The fighter includes digital fly-by-wire flight controls, large interactive cockpit touchscreen,
this looks so modern.
the fastest mission computer ever installed on a fighter jet. The Eagle passive or active warning and survivability system for electronic protection against enemy air defenses. The joint helmet-mounted queuing system. And it's the first to use the open mission system for easy software and hardware upgrades. Unprecedented firepower. The F-15EX is dimensionally identical to previous F-15s, but can carry considerably more firepower.
How much?
The F-15A, F-15C, and F-15E maxed out at 8 air-to-air missiles.
And this can carry 15.
Typically a combination of shorter-range AIM-9 Sidewinder infrared-guided missiles and larger, longer-range AIM-7 Sparrow and later AIM-120 AMRAAM radar-guided missiles. The secret to the F-15EX's huge payload boost are its new advanced missile and bomb ejector rack missiles racks. These new racks, which carry missiles and bombs and provide data links between the aircraft and the munition,
so they have placed it
allow
everywhere.
the F-15EX to carry 50% more air-to-air missiles for a total of 12 in all. Thanks to advanced missile and bomb ejector rack, the F-15EX has a total of 23 weapon stations, compared to 17 on the older F-15E.
The only question that I have is like, why haven't they placed these racks on the older versions? Because like we can see that these are just the attachments only.
Because like they're capable of only 17 to take a weight maybe.
That might be I think so the case,
cannot
because
carry that much weight.
But they said the whole structure is similar to F-15, but how can it just take more weapons, like even though F-15 cannot? And if it's just about the rack, then they can place it on that also. But I know there would be much more technology in that.
Terms of raw capability, the F-15EX flown in the Eglin tests does appear to be the most heavily armed fighter jet of all time. Even assuming a low probability of kill of 50% per AMRAAM missile. The F-15EX, as configured, could knock down at least 6 enemy fighters.
Wow.
It's 3 JASSM cruise missiles, each with a range of 250 miles and stealthy shaping to keep them off enemy radars, mean the F-15EX can strike 3 heavily defended targets with a high level of accuracy and confidence.
So powerful in the air.
Other aircraft can carry more bombs or more explosive by weight. The older F-15E Strike Eagle can carry up to 15 Mk-82 500-pound unguided bombs or 5 2,000-pound laser-guided bombs.
2,000 pounds.
Concept artwork for the F-15E Super Hornet has it carrying up to 14 air-to-air missiles. But in each case, the aircraft is heavily weighted towards air-to-air combat or air-to-ground combat. The F-15EX's fighting load is balanced, allowing it to unleash its JAS-sump missiles at enemy targets and then immediately proceed to take on a totally different mission, like engaging enemy aircraft.
So good. It can do.
Why can the
was little bulky,
F-15EX carry such a ridiculously overpowered load, while the F-35 Lightning it can't? Stealth fighters must carry all of their weapons internally to preserve the advantages of their anti-radar design. Hanging bombs, missiles, targeting pods, and fuel tanks off the wings and fuselage of a F-35 makes them much more detectable by enemy radars.
Yeah.
The F-35 only has so much room inside its internal weapons bays. The
that is how.
F-15EX isn't a stealthy design, so it is free to carry whatever it
It
wants.
is not
With
stealthy.
the caveat that the more weapons
That's
there are
right.
on board, the slower the plane will fly,
Yes, of course,
and
the
the
weight.
less maneuverable it will be. The takeaway. The F-15EX Eagle II has been proposed as a missile truck for the lightly armed F-35, launching
Truck.
ABRAAM air-to-air missiles against targets a hidden stealth fighter can see. Alternatively, it could launch air-to-ground weapons against targets discovered by a F-35 flying silently above the battlefield, while the missile truck may not.
It can
Sound
communicate.
as glamorous or sexy as a stealth fighter. It could win wars in the future when the Air Force must fight outnumbered,
Yeah.
thousands of miles from home.
Others can do the job and it can hit the target.
Yes.
Over the few decades, the F-15 Eagle and all of its variants have flown. The platform has achieved an honorable legacy. The airframe has undergone several facelifts over its lifetime and continues to tout improvements to its
Its
capabilities.
work is not finished.
Even following the production of newer fifth-generation platforms like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, the F-15E Strike Eagle is not going anywhere in the near future.
These trucks are needed.
Yes.
You know, these bulky planes are needed, I think so. And this is one of, I thought it was a stealth plane only. But they told that because of the weight and that amount of missiles, it is not a stealth plane and it can be detected. But it is a truck plane and like you can just use it as a, you know, the other fast plane can be like, okay, there is the target. And it can come like, boom. So that is, I think so, very useful.
I found previous one little bulky and also it can carry a lot of weapons along with it. I found previous one bit bulky and maybe because it carry a lot of weapons with it.
And it was, the thing is, like this one is also very bulky because of the amount of missiles it can carry. But yes, it is very useful and also the attachments that are needed. So what are your thoughts about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share and
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.